Okay, guys, I'm back, and we are going to make lemongrass essential oil. But before we get started, and when we wait for a few people to show up that are interested in this, I thought I would show you, well, finished curls. And I also used a new kind of, I used my palette for my birthday. I think I mastered how to do those red colors. So thank you to you YouTuber family out there of mine here at Jen Spice who helped me figure it out. Too Faced is awesome too. They show you all these different looks. Which one am I going for? This was the one I was going for. What do you think? What do you think, Tammy? Did I do it? So yeah, this is the gingerbread palette from Too Faced. So while we wait, I'm just going to talk about, a few things. I brought a few little extra things to do. So if anybody's really interested in seeing how essential oil can be made at home, that they'll see the whole process. So we'll wait until 2:10 and then we'll get started. Hey David, welcome. I'm going to show you how to make essential oil at home. It's more hydrosol because you will get essential oil on the top, and I'm going to show you one that I finished with kaffir lime leaves. So that's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. Tammy says hi to you, David. So yeah, go ahead and share the live, get to know each other's channels. Welcome to the family. Now, if you are new here and you haven't seen what I do, go ahead and head over to my channel at Jen Spice, and I finally have an introductory video. So we're going to talk about a few things today, but the main topic for today's presentation is how to make essential oils at home. I know there's a lot of companies out there that are saying theirs are the most pure in the whole world. Well, guess what? You can do one up on them if you really, really want to. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And you just need a few moderately priced equipment. It's not actually, it's well with, if you make not essential oil, if you want a water distiller, it's about the same price as a water distiller because it's basically that. But this one has been designed for essential oils, and I'll show you how to set it up. And if you have your own water distiller that you aren't using or you would rather use to make essential oils, then you can. I know, that's right. It is. Anything homemade that you can make yourself is more fantastic and fresher than something made in a big factory. Hey Gigi, welcome. No temptations today. I can't even partake. Yesterday just about did me in. That pumpkin pie. I had pumpkin pie yesterday, and I'm doing this new OMAD diet, and I love it. It makes me feel wonderful, but I don't know how people who do the 1 meal a day plan eat big meals, because it just made me sick. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like, ugh. It was just the acid reflux and everything. It was just too sweet. The sugar. I can't have the sugar, Gigi. That's why. Yeah, essential is, hey Michelle, welcome. We are going to be making lemongrass essential oil. I've already prepared kaffir lime leaf. It's one of my favorites, so I'll be showing you that. And we'll get started at about 2:10. So yeah. Did everybody else have a good holiday? Yeah, it's nice though. I am, by eating just once a day, I thought it was going to be super, super hard. It's not, and it's wonderful because my sugars don't fluctuate. It costs nothing. It makes me feel good. I am sharper intellectually. I have more time to do things, and I think more people aren't made aware of it because there's a lot of information out there that scares them, because I was scared to even try it until after I'd had all my babies and I read the recent research. And I think the biggest thing I was worried about is that I'd lose muscle mass, and you actually don't. So it's a form of fasting that's actually quite healthy. Hi, Corrine. Welcome. Welcome, Frank GTV. Welcome, Tammy Jansen. I wasn't. You went to Louise's. Oh, that's okay. You had a meal you didn't have to prepare or clean up. Or I was just watching a few more of my Thanksgiving dishes during the break. So you didn't have to do anything. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah. Does anybody have any questions about the topic today before we get started? Hey, yeah, Frank, go get to know Tony. Now, if you want to get to know each other's channels, please feel free to do that. Please feel free to have a conversation outside of this topic. Get to know each other, have some fun. That's what live streams are all about, at least here at the Jen Spice channel. So question to all of you that are here now. What does the quality of this live stream look like compared to previous ones? If you've been here before, is it any better? Because I have a new camera. The last time I uploaded, the camera wasn't turned on, so I don't know. Okay, question about hydrosols. Hydrosols are the floral waters produced from the essential oil process. So we are actually going to be making essential oils, just very small quantities. If you want a larger amount of usable essential oil, you're going to need massive amounts of plant material. Now, today we're going to be doing it a little different, and that's why I'm videotaping it, because generally the process is this. You take dried herbs, dried, not fresh. So you can do this any time of year that you want to. Anytime you have access to your plant material, those essential oils are going to be more concentrated in dry plant matter, and you can get more of it into your distiller if you have dry plant matter. But today we're going to be using a little bit of fresh and dry. I'll probably be adding the dry later because I misplaced it. Maybe it's over there. I don't know. So we will be preparing the fresh portion of it, and I will show you how it's all set up. We'll get it all ready to go, and that'll be awesome. So let me just check and make sure. Yeah, the camera wasn't turned on. So I was like, well, it's better than it was before, but I wasn't all that impressed. I was like, yeah, it's okay. I don't have any of those zombie pixelations like before, but it might have been just because it was a less busy time. I think there were like 4 of us on. So, oh, I missed you too, Gigi. I'm going to start doing more of these live presentations, but Fridays are in the afternoon are probably when they're going to be, and hopefully we'll get a few people from the East Coast and in other regions of the country as well joining us, which would be awesome. And we're going to talk a little bit about the giveaway before we get started. But the massive giveaway I'm doing is practically a year's supply of soap. So if you're not aware of my Christmas giveaway, just know that there's at least 12 bars of soap from YouTube creators, soap creators, and of course the Jen Spice channel, the Gentle Soaps Kitchen. So you're gonna see creators like Gypsy Fake Creations, sorry, doing that Jeremy. Shalebrook Farms, Sugar Plum Soaps, from Nature with Love, I think it is. Nature. Anyway, beautiful artist. She does like photograph type. So it's amazing, and I'm gonna give you one. Of course, the ever popular Katie Carson from Royalty Soaps. I have one of my favorite designs. I actually ordered 2 so I could give one away at Christmas time, and it's awesome. So I'll start revealing those in my new live feed so you get a little bit of a taste. So share this channel on Instagram. Comment as often as you want. That's another way to enter your name. Come to these live feeds so you get a little more excited about it. And I will have a computer-generated number picked, and we will do a live reveal. So it's going to be awesome. It'll be December 1st. Okay, so let me just check the feed before I get started. Yes, use dried herbs. And if someone asks a question and you know the answer, because there are a lot of soap makers in my soap family, go ahead and answer them. If I'm in the middle of the demonstration, go ahead and answer them. Feel free to, to chat amongst one another. It's, we're all family here. All right, so I have been good, Tammy. Thank you so much. Hello, Yo-Yo Biggs. Make sure I say hello to everybody. Tammy, I see those scented, smelly cells. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I got pop-ups coming on, so I got to fix that so I can see the last couple of posts. I thought the soap was chocolate. Yeah, they do smell sweet. They are really nice. And one of my favorite bath bomb scents that you'll see a lot, like my heart-shaped ones, are the chocolate lovers, which is one of my favorite Nature's Garden soap, Nature's Garden soap supplies scents. All right, so we're gonna get into it. All right, so I'm gonna you're not gonna see my face, you're just gonna see my shirt and my pants. So I've got everything set up right here. Now, if anybody knows how to set up a Sony 4K to do lives, I'd like to go places here in Victoria and do lives, but with a nice non-wobbly, because it's got a stabilizer inside. If you can send me a link to someone who does a tutorial on how to use this particular camera, please, you'd be saving me. I'll give you 10 extra draw points for that link. Thank you. The first one that actually answers my question. So how to do lives with the Sony 4K, all right, on YouTube. All right, so that was the question I had for you guys. So right here is a finished batch of kaffir lime, essential oil, and hydrosol. So the hydrosol is the water portion, and the oil floating on top is the essential oil. Now I'm going to just go ahead and incorporate the whole thing together when I pour it in the jar and in the bottles, because there's really not enough to harvest. So I'll show you, and you might be able to see the haze if my camera is as good as they say it is. But that little bit of oil on top, it's kaffir lime essential oil, which I have never seen on the market. So you're seeing something new, brand spanking new, that really isn't available anywhere. If you would like your own bottle of hydrosol, send me a custom order on my Etsy shop, which you can find at www.gentlesoaps.com, gentle with a J for Jennifer. So let me just fix and I'm not going to put on gloves because I'm not planning on touching anything. But we'll see. If it starts to spill, I will go get a funnel. If not, we'll freehand go. So there we go. All right, I have to answer that because I'm waiting for a very important call. So see if that's that person. It is. So give me a second. Have a look at this. I will be right back. Hello? Sorry. Should be. She is right here, though. Okay, these have all been sterilized, and we're going to put in a plug. I think I'm going to have to use a cork on this one. The Dollar Giant, Tammy. That's where I got the glass. Bye, JJ. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Agus, welcome. Thank you, Agus. Oh, I'm sorry you gotta go to the dentist, JJ. Good luck. Good luck there. That's terrible. I have to make an appointment for cleaning. I'm not looking forward to that either. Hey, Jane. Welcome from Maryland. Oh, you could put it through direct deposit. That would be fantastic. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, I checked online first and I didn't see anything there, and we went to the office. So, yeah. So, how long should I wait before I contact you again? Okay, so 48 hours it should be there for her, like Wednesday? Okay. Yeah, November should go in right away. December is scheduled for the 19th of December. Is that correct? No, nothing. Okay, I'll be right back. Right back. I'm gonna get some more containers. We've got too much. All right, right. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yes, thank you so much. It's all brand new to us, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And hers is the 21st or the 19th? Oh, okay. 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 Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, thank you guys for understanding. I know you're probably all gone. Is everybody gone? Oh, there's still 6 people here. Thank you to all of you. I have been waiting for like 4 days for that call. It was a very important call from government, so you have to go by their schedule. So thank you. Being this tired is not an alerting to me. Oh, I'm sorry, Tammy. Okay, Tammy, thank you for stopping by. You got to see the pour. If you want to purchase essential oils, let me know what kind, and I will brew them fresh for you. I am small enough to do that still. So I took the last 2 containers. These are going to be used like today. And okay. All right. Let's go down a little bit. Bye, Tammy. Thanks for stopping by. It'll be posted later so you can see the whole process. So, and there'll be a few extras probably in the description box for links on where to get the equipment and everything else. So let me show you my distiller. So this is my essential oil distiller. Is there a brand on there? Yeah. This is the brand I use. All right. There's oil down this side. Let me go grab a rag. I've got my alcohol here. I'm just going to wipe it down. For all of you who crochet, I'm going to use my crochet stuff to fix it. So just clean that up real quick with some alcohol. All right, and I am going to sterilize the whole thing with alcohol on the inside. So this is the machine. It comes apart like this. All right. This is what the inside looks like. That's your fan and your coolant area. So the steam comes through, is cooled, and then comes out here. All right. And again, all of that is sterilized before we get started. We're just using alcohol and 90% alcohol to clean the inside as well. All right. So inside the Mega Distiller, which is marketed as an essential oil distiller, there is a fill line. I hope you can see that because I can't really tell. All right. So we're going to fill it to that fill line with some hot water. So I've got some water here. You don't have to use hot. All the way to the fill line, and I probably don't have enough. Oh, just perfect. Just the right amount. This is purified water. It's been boiled. And so it's been purified, but I boiled it because it sat out. So it's to the line. All right. Now the next thing you need is cheesecloth. All right. I think I've got one. No, here's another branded cheesecloth. You need cheesecloth because we're going to not submerge the herbs. This is not making a tea. We're not making a tea. You can do that and use that in your lotions as well. This is going to produce a clear product that has all the vegetative matter removed. None of it goes in. And it's all just the oils that are coming out. All right. So that's what's going there. And I'm going to wash this before I actually distill. But I'll show you how to set it up. So I'm going to open this one. I need a pair of scissors because I didn't completely get everything. So I'll be right back. Grab my scissors. All right, so any equipment, again, you're using, including scissors, spray them down. It is all going to be steam. It's going to get really, really hot in there. I'm just going to set that there. So you don't have to really worry too much about contamination, but you do, right? All right, so I'm going to use about half of this. I'm just going to cut. These are the only scissors I could find. And they're working, so woohoo! Bonus. They were kitchen shears. They're my kids' helper scissors for the kitchen, for cutting herbs and things. Well, it's the perfect use for them. All right, so I'm going to lay this over the top like that and set it aside. So it's going to protect my water from things dropping in. Put the rest back in here. My hands are clean. Make sure you wash your hands. You do not have to wear gloves because, you know, it's all going to be. And here's the fresh lemongrass. I do have a big container of dry, and I will grab that. I'm just going to give this a quick wash, and I'm going to bring my cutting board here, and you can watch me cut it up. I'm just washing it in my sink. Yeah, no, I don't know where the kids put it. I had this all set up, and one of my kids put it away. So I don't know what happened to it, guys. Sorry. Just didn't grab a big knife. I'm sure I will find it 5 minutes after we shut down. If it's still out here somewhere, maybe the kids put it on the counter. I don't know. We'll put that there. We're going to move that over. Out of the way. Out of the way it goes. I'm going to put that like that. I put it on this one. Now I'm going to use every bit of it. I'm going to cut that dirty little bit off because ew. Anything that just, yeah. That one actually looks really good. I'm going to leave all of that one. I think that looks black. I'm not leaving. So we're going to start chopping these up. It's going to take me forever. I'm warning you now. Lemongrass is hard to chop. I'm going to break it apart a little bit. So I'm going to make it nice and small as I can. just so that the steam can get in there. I'll probably get better with this as I go along. There's alcohol all over this counter, so it's definitely clean, guys. Oh, good. It's getting easier. Just a little chop chop. Lemongrass is so dry, I thought it might actually work for this. And the scent is more intense when it's fresh. And I want as much of that intense lemon scent as I can possibly capture. So that's why I'm doing this one with fresh. That, and it's available year-round here. Like I've said before, when you live on an island, you have access to more of the more exotic ingredients from parts of Asia, which is awesome. But we need more Mexican immigrants. So if you can handle the cold, we need your cuisine, Mexico. Please come to Canada. All right, is there? Okay. While I'm going to do this, I'm going to put it up so I can kind of see. Hey, Queen TV, welcome. Welcome. Gotta love carpet pythons. We are chatting. Need to connect it with the Wi-Fi. Camera will have a manual. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You just got 10 extra entries into the year's supply of soap, hun. So I will ship it to you. It's only available. I will ship something to you if you win and you're not from North America or from United States or Canada. There is an alternate prize that I'm working on. I have a lot of digital content that's available, and I'll try to make it worth at least $100. Or I can give you a $100 gift certificate, but that has to include the shipping. Lemongrass, Kareen. I get lemongrass at Fairways. If you have a Fairway market in your area, you can get it there. Any Asian grocery store, though, should carry it. I don't want to cut myself, so I just click down every once in a while. Okay. You don't get it in the grocery store. Well, you can buy it dry online, and I'm going to be doing a dry. I'm going to be adding dry to this. This is something that generally isn't done with essential oil distillation. You don't distill fresh ingredients because you can't get as much of the oil from the fresh generally as the dry. But personally, I find that lemongrass is almost tasteless and scentless as a tea. So how am I going to get those essential oils out in the dry form? So we're using fresh in this demo today, and then I will share the results with you in a day or two. So most essential oils can be used the same, like mint will work, lavender will work. Most highly scented dry herbs work really well with the dry. In fact, it only took me probably 500 grams of leaves, stems, and flowers of lemongrass, of lavender, to make a gallon of hydrosol. And it was the strongest hydrosol I've ever scented in my life. And that was just from my garden herbs. Actually, I was lucky enough to have a gardener from the mall give me a whole garbage can full of lavender cuttings. They don't spray, they don't do anything bad to their products. So it was perfect. So let's see, we'll bring it down a little bit. Maybe get to see a little more of that, and then I can still see what you guys are saying. Yeah, it's totally cool, Kareen. So I'm just going to be chopping. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll go have with you on the shipping. If you win, let's do that. Sounds good to me. But you just got 10. Gotta love carpet pythons. Now I have name Simers, and I know your name, but I forgot what it is. Could you tell me your name again, sweetie? She has an awesome channel in Australia, and she has the most beautiful carpet pythons, and she is a mom to those animals. So she probably has the most humane snake channel that I've seen. She's not just a breeder, she loves her animals. Lavender is great and doesn't take much to get essential oil. It still takes pounds and pounds and pounds, like hundreds of pounds, but not like thousands like roses. Roses are the worst. Gay, that's right. That's right. Thank you. So yeah, go check out Gay's channel. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. See, now you get the view of me. Hi, Renee. I'm so glad you're here. Gay is here, and I think Michelle is here, and Gigi left us, but he was here. David's here. Queen TV, I think, is here. I'm not sure who else because I've run out of the scrolling, but we've got about 5 people on, which is awesome. So give us a thumbs up if you want. I do have an important announcement. Guess who just got monetized? Now, I wasn't going to do that because I didn't want commercials on the front, but you just click through them anyway, and it gives me access to tools that I wouldn't have otherwise. So I listened to my friend Ray Hayden, who's another really great YouTuber, and had to weigh the pros and cons and decided it was in my channel's best interest to go ahead and monetize. If you guys want to watch those videos, that makes money for my channel, but it's more like with, you know, as many people as I have, as small as my my viewers, it's like, if I'll be lucky if in a year you purchase me a hot chocolate, but if I do actually get to that point, I will give you guys with every sip. It's kind of like when I first started this channel. I didn't know if I'd get 100 viewers. I didn't know if I'd get 5 viewers. I didn't know if anybody would be interested, or if, you know, my personality was just too much. Or not enough, or if people wouldn't like, you know, what I produce or what I do. This channel, I just do things my way. There's no like, this is the way you must do it. So don't treat any of my videos like actual tutorials. They're tips and tricks and how to make bath bombs and essential oils. So, like, nobody's doing this way. Nobody that I have found on YouTube or anywhere on Google uses an essential oil machine, a distiller, to make their essential oils. Most of them are using copper equipment and very, 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 very complicated methods. If I can figure out how to do something easy, that's the way I do things. All right. You look all the herbs. I do a lot of stuff with herbs. I make some beautiful artisan soaps with my herbs. Like, oh my goodness, yesterday I was playing with lemongrass essential oil and my mother's blend of essential oils, because it's called, the name of it is Cleanse. Because she believed that it actually would cleanse the body and help you recover from whatever cold or whatever you had. And she swore by it. She put it in feed, she put it, you know, and she put it in soap, and she loved it when I made her soap. So I made it for my sisters because we are about a year ago she passed away. And Christmas is hard when you don't have your parents, which is awful. So we do things to remind us of all the positive. And if you're, you know, suffering this holiday season, we're not suffering. We do miss you. But things like that soap, for example, help us remember all the positive things. Oh, that's awesome. Gotta love Gay from Gotta Love Carpet Pythons. Studied to be an herbalist and is certified. That's awesome. Now the whole camera may shake because it takes a lot of chopping muscle to get through this with the bin knife that I picked. Okay. Oh, thank you, Gay. I try to put all that information out there. Probably The main tenet I live by as far as my soap goes is if a soap says it's a strawberry soap, I put strawberries in it. Now I might sieve out all the seeds and only put it in part of the design, but I like what strawberries, for example, do for the skin, and it's just soap. I'm not claiming that it's going to do miracles and whiten your skin and make it all beautiful. You know, it'll clean and clean skin is healthier skin. But yeah, that's the thing that I'm trying to promote here is using whole foods and not so much, you know, going to the big chemical suppliers to get your interesting ingredients from. There's a lot of things probably in your backyard that you can use to make amazing beauty products. And this one was just found in my local grocery store. I tried growing lemongrass. It was super, super hard. So hard. Oh my gosh. So hard. So do you guys all like lemongrass essential oil? Yeah, we don't make claims. I don't. I mean, I make this amazing bay serum, which moisturizes the skin. But for me, it actually does relieve pain, and it does have a history of that pain relief, but I don't market it as a pain reliever. It's just a serum, a beauty serum. There's a very fine line, and you don't want to, you know, because the thing with natural remedies is some might actually work for you, and there are a number of reasons it might work for you. It's kind of dangerous. I'll put that down. It might be because psychologically you've decided that it works and it's good. Now, that is in and of itself healing. Just that perception, which is amazing because the mind is that incredible that it can heal itself. There have been documented cases all over the world, all through the ages, of people being able to heal amazing things through their faith. So, you know, medically proving that, say, lemongrass will help you get better faster from a cold or something, you know, isn't, you know, it might work for you. And go ahead, if you make that kind of claim, make sure you qualify it with it works for me, because I think it does. But I wouldn't even go there if I were you. If I were a soap maker and this is my business, I wouldn't. I mean, it's one thing to recommend to your friends, I tried this, this was awesome. You know, as long as it's not something, you know, possibly dangerous. So, yeah. So with the holidays comes a lot of temptations to indulge. And yesterday was a big indulgent day. Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? Those of you that are in the United States, did you have a great Thanksgiving? Have anybody from the United States here? Well, we celebrate American Thanksgiving in my house because I'm a dual national. So I am an American, but I am also a Canadian. And so for Canadian Thanksgiving, it's in October. And in October in Victoria, I was told recently that it doesn't happen everywhere in Canada. We have fireworks, like lots of fireworks. So we enjoy the fireworks. It's kind of like a second 1st of July, which is our which is Canada's not Independence Day, because they're but when Canada became Canada, a member of the Commonwealth. I can't remember what word that's called. Does anybody know what that's called? Induction into the Commonwealth? I don't know. But it's a very important day, and it just happens to fall on the same time, around the same time as American the 4th of July, which is super fun because we celebrate here and then we go visit my family and we celebrate again in the United States with them, which is super fun. So here, there are some people who do celebrate American Thanksgiving too, because who doesn't like another turkey day? A bigger influence though from the United States we have is the Black Friday sales. So Black Friday sales are super, super big here, but not as big as they are in the States. And they're kind of losing a little bit of their power. Why? See, when they first introduced them, there were a lot bigger sales because a lot of things are more cyber. And I think that that's, putting a lot of stress on the retail because, a lot of companies, these fall months are where they make all their money. So, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm going to be heading over to Bath and Body Works for my daughter later. Actually, I sent my daughter Jessica to pick up stuff for her sister. She wanted some twisted peppermint, and I have the dupe from Aztec, I think I got it from. But she still loves the other one better, and I do too. When you can find it, get it. When you're out of it, or they don't have it in stock, make it yourself if you have to. Can you put pureed lemons in soap? If so, will it mold? Yes, you can put pureed lemons in soap, but you want to make sure your quantities are in line with propriety. There is a high pH in soap, but don't treat it as a preservative because it's not. A small amount will dry within a quick time along with the soap and will not rot. But if you say add a cup or 2 cups per pound to your soap, it probably will go bad. If you're ever wondering or you're worried about that, just dry it. Put it in your oven at 170 degrees and dry it. Then grind it up, because I'll do that. If there's something I want to have a lot of it in there, so you want a lot of lemons in there because you want it to, have more alpha hydroxys, natural alpha hydroxys. Lemons are rich in those, I believe. Then yeah, I would take 5 or 6 lemons, chop them up, and dry them, and then grind them up, and then sieve them so you don't have any big chunks that are going to scratch anybody, and add that directly to your soap. You can also take those dry herbs. You have to dry them unless you're doing a hot oil. When you take oil, okay, you're going to take oils and put the herbs in there. If you're going to do it at room temperature for a prolonged period of time, make them dry. Okay, don't put fresh herbs into oil and then use them in anything, because that will spoil. And there's always the chance that botulinum will survive, and then you'll put that in your product. So if you want to use fresh to get that oil, just really, because some people don't like the smell, say, of a dried lemon peel, but they really like the smell of the fresh lemon peel. So take your crock pot and put your oil in and pile in all your lemons and cook it on low for like 24 hours. Strain it and use that in your soap. There are a lot of different things you can do to use fresh that aren't going to put you in a position where it might be, you'd be worried that it'll spoil. But having said that, don't assume that it's going to be fine. Don't start selling something before you've tested it for a year. So my fresh banana soap, my pear soap, my blackberry puree soap, all of those, I've kept a sample sitting on the counter and watched it and tested it for bacteria, and it's been fine. So I know, but I wouldn't tell you that, you can do that with lemons, for example, because I've never done it. I can just give you some guidelines to follow, and then warn you that if you want to market it, you need to test it for a year. Okay? Now, I've been soap making for 20 years, so I've had a lot of time to test things. All right. Make a tea with your herb and use that as your water. Yes, that is a really, really good idea. But be prepared for funny things to happen, because sometimes when you add a high acid herbal water, like the tea, what's a good example? Rose hip. It'll turn funny colors, so it might mess up your design. So test it in a small amount of lye water is my advice to you, to make sure it's not going, you don't make a big batch of soap and have this weird reaction between the acids and the bases, right? Yeah, I've done a lot of teas, and I've come back to preferring to use the whole herb or fruit in my oil, or as a powder in the finished soap. All right. Dry it first is always better, especially if you're worried. You don't have to worry about anything. You can go ahead and market it if it's not a fresh product. But, I still would put it on the shelf and check it. I mean, you can easily go to, I think it's something lab, and get one of those. I'd only buy them once in a while, the bacteria kits. What's the name of the company? Something Laboratories. I'll put a link later. If you're ever worried that something you've made isn't going to be safe for the public, don't sell it. Just don't. If you're ever worried about it, just don't. Okay. No, I just did that. So okay. So let me put this down so you can see, and I'll finish setting it up. Kiki says hi, everybody. Woohoo! All right, so here's all my chopped fresh lemongrass. Oh! Sorry, that's the problem with live. I can't edit that out. I promise I'll keep learning. So we'll go down as far as we can, because it needs to be a bit higher for you to see how I put it in here. So we've got our water to the fill line. I'm going to take all this fresh lemongrass, and I'm going to add dry to it. When I find where my children put it, they helped, but they helped a little bit too much. But I saw it over there. So you don't want it in the water, okay? I'm just going to do it like this. Suspend it right above. Now, I don't know if this is the right way, but this is my way. You want to do it my way? I haven't had any problems. But I'm not claiming that this is the way it should be done. I'm saying this is how I do it. Okay, put that on top. And there's a plug back here. lines up here. I think. Is that the right plug? Okay, where's all the plugs? There's another plug. I misplaced something here. I brought everybody. Oh, there's the plug I'm looking for. Standing on it. All right, so I'm pretty sure that goes in there. Let me just double check. Yes. We just need to get it lined up properly. Oh no, there it is. This is the one we go to. Right here. Right there. Now let's take this off. Why did I leave that on? Let's see. Please hold both power cords and pass the white line that is no longer visible to ensure that it's properly connected. I will leave that in there, on there. I'm still fairly new to this machine. Nice and tight. And here's my other cord. Something like that to the past the white line. Here's the white line right there. You see that? Right there's the white line. Here you guys can't see anything I'm doing. Okay. This plug goes in here. Let's see. Hi, Corinne. Let's put this plug in here. And then this plug goes into our outlet. Now there is a UK, you can buy it for plugs outside of Canada and the US. So this company is awesome. And I will, when I get back to editing, put a link to where this is. And if you look on some of my past videos, I will put links here so you can see it actually working. I think it was the lemongrass that I did this for, where you can see it actually dripping. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I will be plugging this in after I get a chance to wash out and sterilize the this jug. So it needs to be sterilized, and that lasts a little bit. I need to find a home for it. I've got big, beautiful, clear bottles of kaffir lime hydrosol with a tiny bit of essential oil dispersed within it. Okay. All right, let me just set this down. No, I'm just going to push it out of the way and clean up my mess a little bit. Does anybody have any questions about the process or about essential oils that you can make at home while I'm cleaning up? I gotta bring it up a bit higher. Which means I need to push this forward and bring you guys down a little bit so I can sit and see you. How long does it take? It takes about overnight. It's really, 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 really slow. It's overnight. I usually put it on overnight and then check it in the morning. It has an automatic shut off, which is super handy, so you don't have to worry about burning anything. Make sure your fill line is proper though, but it does have a sensor built into it that will tell you when it's done. It does not have an alarm though. Okay, I'm just going to pop these in the other room. Are there any other questions? About the machine, about the process? Maybe how much it costs, because I can tell you that. I'll bring it down here so I can sit down. You can see me. I have bought a lot of essential oil and hydrosols over the years. And okay, that's what I did last time. And I found that the ones that I make myself, and this is answering Renee's question about how strong do you find them, they're a lot stronger than anything that I've bought commercially, which is why I love them so much. Now, I'll be storing these in a special refrigerator upstairs that I have just in my soapy kitchen. I've got a super old kitchen up there, and we bought an apartment refrigerator for my in-laws when they lived with us when they were walking up and downstairs. So I have that for my storage. It is said to last a year. If you do want to add some kind of preservative, you can use the standard preservatives. If you don't want to use those standard preservatives, I have read, and I'm not saying that this will work, I have read that the main manufacturers do add citric acid to these hydrosols. The ones who claim that there are no preservatives added do actually add citric acid, according to my research. But you know, you can Google anything. Hello, Kiki. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Now I can see. Now I can read it too. Oh, good. You guys are getting to know each other. That's awesome. Monica, welcome. I didn't see you were here. Thank you. Thank you for coming and joining us. Check everybody out. There's some amazing creators here today, some amazing artists, and just some amazing people, because all of my Soapy family are the best. You guys are awesome. I can't believe, you know, how much love you guys have given me. I only have a couple of trolls. Maybe there's only one. She'll probably give me a thumbs up, thumbs down right away. But I have the nicest troll on the planet. She never says anything nasty. So I'm very, very lucky. Oh. All right. Are there any questions? Is my sound off still? Did my sound go away? Maybe I was just being too much. How much did I pay for this distiller? In Canadian, I paid about $350 with shipping. I believe it's about $250 American. So I'll put a link below to verify that, but that's just off the top of my head. It's in the $300 to $400 range. When I was looking into copper distilling equipment, it was more like 1,000, 1,200, 900, and it was very crude and not it wasn't easy to use. A really great soaper, Ariane from La Fille de la Mer, she has some beautiful copper equipment you can watch her distill on. I couldn't do it that way, but more power to her. I personally, I don't want the copper in my, I don't want the copper a chance, because I have read research that suggests that copper does go through and pass into the essential oil, the finished hydrosol. So you'll have to make your own decision. It is a traditional method, way more traditional than stainless steel and glass. But my scientific mind tells me, okay, there's less chance of any transfer of anything I don't want if I'm using things that are known to be completely safe versus something that might not be. And I'm not that comfortable with hard metals in my product. Yeah. Yeah, but the copper, oh God, they're so beautiful. Oh, they're beautiful. And someday I might get a copper distiller just for decorating in my soapy kitchen. Or if I do more research and decide, you know, it's not an issue, but that's just my main concern at this point. Yeah, about $150. You could probably find a different brand. Just a water distiller. I don't know why I think this is just a water distiller. They claim to be specifically for essential oils, but there's nothing on it. And when you get the box, it calls itself a water distiller. So it doesn't come with any instructions on how to use it. I was told when I contacted the manufacturer to Google it. So they have this big disclaimer, yet their advertising on the internet is that they are an essential oil distiller. I love it, and I'm okay with with that. But I think it's kind of a legality that they can't say that that's what it's for. I would love a tour of your summer kitchen. Okay. My kitchen is not that awesome, guys. It's just this tiny little space. But yesterday, I did one of the things that I'm thankful for, and I took a little bit of video footage of my kitchen. So wait for that. I am not the best decorator. I am not the most organized person in the world. So it's hard to share things that aren't perfect. You know, I'll get over myself, but one of these days I'll be brave like Katie and just say, okay, I'm making soap today. Love me or leave me. I love that about her. Yeah, nothing and no one is perfect. But we worry that somebody mean's going to get on your channel and just, because the first time I got some negative comments, I wasn't sure it was going to keep going. It was hard. And now I've got a completely different outlook. It's kind of like talk to the hand or laugh it off. And that's more healthy. But having said that, I'm not brave enough to, show all my flaws to the world. Because potentially everyone in the world can see this silly video and judge. Oh, me neither. Okay, let's see. Mine is a boring kitchen too. Yeah, I have a galley kitchen. I am going to be, for the Christmas holiday, I'll make another announcement because I'm so excited about it. Last year I discovered Katie Carson's and enjoyed her soap mist countdown to Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas. And so I let her know last month that I'd like to join her with that. So use the soap mist celebration as a chance to, explore my creativity and share it with the world here on YouTube. And so I'm going to be doing something a little different than her presentation. I'm going to do countdown to Christmas, the 12 days of Christmas, and I'm going to do a cookie countdown. So I'm going to take some of my favorite commercial cookies and recreate them in soap. I'm going to take some of my favorite holiday recipes and share them with you and make them in soap. And then on Christmas Day, hopefully I'll have all this done before the beginning of December so I can have a nice holiday with the rest of you. Set up all of my releases on a schedule, which is one of the perks of, having more, I don't know. Just one of the things you learn as you've been here a long time, how to set up those schedules. And on Christmas Day, or maybe it'll be Christmas Eve, maybe it'll be Boxing Day. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I've got all the recipes. I've got all the designs drawn out. I just got so excited. 80 from Davita made these cookies and cream, a new design that I'd never seen done before. And that got me thinking about cookies again, because I know I make my own macarons, and finally found the best macaron recipe. I've got to incorporate that, because if you haven't been to howtocookthat.net, how to cook that here on YouTube, you need to go watch her. If you like any kind of pastries and baking things, she creates things out of food. Like, she did a camera that's a cake that she took on a plane and served at this premiere or something that she was invited to, and they ate it. It was amazing. She does stuff like that. And I'm starting to do a lot with molds and my 3D printer, and trying to create custom products for my customer base, because it's fun. It's super, super fun. So on Christmas Day, I just got off on a tangent. I am so, so sorry. I'm going to make a loaf of soap with all the different cookies in it, which is kind of like, yeah. So that should be fun. Howtocookthat.net. We've got Sinal. Welcome, Sinal. How to cook that? It's Anne Reardon, and she is brilliant. She is brilliant in the candy kitchen, in the pastry kitchen, in the treats kitchen. She's just absolutely fantastic. If you are struggling to make macarons like I was a few years ago, and that's my family's favorite thing, and if you can't afford to pay $4 for a cookie that's this big, you kind of need to learn how to make them. And they're more delicious. I think one of my favorite fillings is something as simple as Nutella. We'll do like purple ones with Nutella filling. It's just if you like almonds, macarons, chocolate, oh, so good. I have to do the extra videos for the Christmas too. I know. I was really excited that I finally just, found something that I could put all my heart into and share with you guys. So I'm really, really enjoying the process and gathering up my tools and choosing my fragrances and my colors and my design, and it's awesome. I love being here on YouTube. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming today, for sharing, for seeing how this works. If you want to actually see it in action, like I said, there will be a link, in that eye thing that comes up over there. Yeah. So, are there last chance? Are there any questions about essential oil distilling, making your own essential oils and hydrosols before we close off? Because we've been on here for over an hour. Isn't that awesome? Or we could just chat. Let me see. Yeah, they're going to be fun. They're going to be super, super fun. And I'm going to do some neat little swirls. There was soap at Halloween that I didn't get to make. I was going to use 4 different fragrances, 4 different colors, and mix it all together. And it was called the Swamp Beast, I think. And I was going to put like bangs and everything. I still may make that, or it might come out next year. I do have a macabre section that I am planning on putting on my Etsy shop. I just have to figure out how to organize Etsy. It's not as hard. It's not as easy to design as your own website, but they have all of those things like shopping carts and everything and shipping that they just printed off that makes it worthwhile. Yeah, I will. I totally will make it. So if I make it before next Halloween, it'll be in my shop. I think, what was it? Because I chose all the soda pop flavors. So I know what it was going to be. It was Swamp Monster. So it's going to have like fangs. It's going to have green topping. It's going to have eyes. But yeah, you know how this, when you make a soda pop with cola and orange and root beer and Sprite. When I was a kid, we called those Swamp Mix. Did anybody else call those Swamp Mix? Bye, Renee. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. So did anybody make the pops when you mix all the flavors together at the soda fountain? I thought they were awesome. Well, on that note, and on future projects, and on make sure you get all of these comments here. All of the comments you've made will enter you into a drawing, and Gotta Love Carpet Pythons. Gay will be getting 10 because she helped me out with something that I was trying to figure out my camera for live feeds, because I want to take you guys to the Butchart Gardens and I want to take you back to the beach. If there's somewhere here on Vancouver Island that you'd like to see, let me know. The Cathedral Grove, Long Beach, Botanical Beach. There's some amazing tide pools at the Botanical Beach. You have to hike in to get there, and it would be so awesome for soapy inspiration. I get so much. So if you want to put in the comments below someplace you'd like me to visit, downtown Victoria, downtown Nanaimo, yeah, just let me know in the description later, because this feed is going to be turned off once we finish up. So yeah, if you're watching this later, welcome. And please let me know if there's a destination here on Vancouver Island that you'd really like to see. Willows Beach, lots of different beaches. someplace that you've been that you'd like to see again, some kind of sea creature you'd like to see. I might even take you whale watching. How would that be? On the BC berries, I go cruising every time I leave the ocean, leave the island. It's the most luxurious ferry, I think, in the whole world. Of course, I haven't traveled the whole world, so I can't qualify that, but it is my favorite ferry to take. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. So we'll see you guys next time. I love you. Thank you for coming to my soapy live, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to do more lives to help advertise the giveaway and just to have chats with you. So I'll do a warning that it's going live, and then we'll go live. It should be on Fridays again. It should still be on Fridays, but we're going to be shooting for 2 o'clock because that's a time that I have between 2 and 3 is before the kids get home and my husband's not here, and I just have some time. So if that works for you, please join me anytime, 2 o'clock Friday Pacific Standard Time, and I will put a quick reminder up before I go live so you know for sure there's going to be an upload. I'll also go onto Facebook and let you know that I'm going live. So see you all next time. Bye. Oh, Corinne, you're coming. That's right. You're coming, aren't you? That's so exciting. You're going to love it. I actually came here for the first time on my honeymoon, and yeah, we stayed. How many people can say that they went on their honeymoon and they lived there for 30 years and didn't leave? Yeah. All right. So we'll see y'all next time. Bye. Happy Black Friday.